What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Pack It Up Podcast. It's your boy Ben Swayze. Make sure you guys follow me for anything that has to do with reality TV, Big Brother, Love Island, Married at First Sight, The Challenge, anything, etc., etc., etc. Listen, we got a special guest here today. I'm so glad to have this conversation with this person. Lead guitarist of the Heartaches, longtime Big Brother fan, and actually a father of one of the contestants, Buzz Campbell, aka the father of Drew. What's going on, Buzz?
Hey Ben, how you doing, man? Thanks for having me. Yeah,
Thank you, man. I'm so
well,
glad that you found some time. I hear that you're a longtime Big Brother fan.
we are. My family has been a Big Brother fan forever. My wife, Drew, says on the show that he was watching Big Brother at 8 years old, but it's not true. He probably was in my wife's womb hearing
Wow.
the show because she moved here from Mexico when we
Yeah.
got married about 25 years ago, and she started watching the show when it first started.
That's funny. That's amazing. That's amazing. Me and my wife, my wife, she had got me watching reality TV with like the challenge and things like that. And
Sure.
we just converted over from one reality show to Big Brother about,
Huh?
I'll say about 10 years ago.
Sure.
And right now my wife's expecting, so I have a
Okay.
son that's thanks. He's gonna be watching Big Brother since the womb too, so that's awesome.
Well, maybe you'll
Uh
be on the other side in about 22 years.
man, I know, right? That'd be great. So what was your reaction though when you found that he got casted for the show?
Amazing. My son wants to be a dentist, and he's working for a dentist. He's a dental assistant, all true. They talked about it in the beginning, and he's a great student. He just finished college. Oh, I was saying my
So can you say
son.
that? Yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead,
Sorry, I
sir.
didn't hear you. Say that one more time.
I said my son wants to be a dentist. He just finished graduating uh, from Cal State San Marcos. He got his bachelor's, and he works for a dentist. But his side fun kind of thing has been
Yeah.
this kind of reality stuff. He started out by doing fun videos on Jubilee and YouTube.
Right. Yeah. I seen that.
He started getting some attention. He kind of realized that he sort of had some charisma that they liked, and to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest, he plays up on that a little bit, and he kind of just kept moving up, and then he almost got on Traders. He almost got on a Willy Wonka reality show, and he just
Yeah.
like kind of got really close each time but didn't get on there. But his dream has always been Big Brother, so
That's great.
it's
That's
crazy
amazing.
to see him on there. Crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What? So since he's been on the show, has there been anything that's like been surprising to you the way he's acted and things like that, or like is that his normal like self of being very like talkative, friendly with everyone? Because he's very charismatic. Very charismatic.
Yeah, thank you for saying. That's a compliment. Yeah, I think he's always been very charismatic. He's very much who he is on the show for
Yeah.
real. Um, so so just like when he went on the show originally, we must have talked about it for weeks because it seemed like he was going to get it, but they don't let you know until the last minute. So
Yeah.
at night, the father son thing, we walk the dogs at night, and I'm walking the dogs with him, and he's
Yeah.
talking strategy, and he's going, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and he knew like going in that he would get stereotyped because he's always been stereotyped as that frat boy, good looking,
Yeah.
big dumb
Yeah.
kid, right?
Uh,
He's completely the opposite of that. So he knew that that would be a strength. He said, I'm
mm,
going to go in there and play dumb. I know this game really well.
yeah.
And I'm going to be charismatic, make a lot of friends, try to connect with the right people. He wanted to align with an icon if he could. He ended
Yeah.
up scoring all three, did everything like he wanted to.
Wow.
And it's blown up in his face. They
I
turned on him for
know.
nothing.
That's crazy. Let me tell you, Bud. So I remember I did a prediction, right? About people I liked, people I thought was gonna go far in the game. And like you said, when it came to Drew, I was like, oh, he seems like he's loud. And like, I think he might cause a little bit too much attention to himself. But I think within that first week, I made like a video just for him, like, this kid is killing it. He's
Yeah.
he's and I'll be very honest with you. I think if it wasn't for the icons and the vets, specifically Angela, I think that he would be running the house because he was on all corners. He was doing his thing.
Sure.
Um, speak so
100%.
speak. Yeah. God, I'm sorry.
No, not at all. I didn't want to interrupt you, but yeah, it's unfortunate, and I don't want to. Well, what the hell? We're on. I'll say whatever I want to say.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate when he saw that Angela was there. He's a super fan. He
right.
got a big kick out of her. He knows the dangers of the paranoias of Angela,
Yeah,
and he tried to befriend her. And he befriended Rick Devens as soon as he walked in the door.
I love
And
their
I
relationship
thought
at
that was a
first.
great ally. And then same with Dee. But somehow Angela has caused this paranoia and destroyed his game, and it's breaking my heart because I
Yeah,
think he had a lot more to play, and I think he had
yeah.
a lot more to offer them.
How do you think that he's handled it so far with being on the block to yesterday? I don't know if you've seen yesterday with Mallory telling him like, "Hey, I think you're the target. Like, you sure you got these votes?" And I think it clicked. Like, wait a minute, something's not right. Um,
Yeah, here's what I'll say. I hope you're right. And I agree with everything you've said. I've seen some of the podcasts where you're saying, hey, Drew,
yeah,
wake up. And that's what I'm doing. I'm screaming at the TV, wake up. But,
um,
it's easy for us to watch on the outside and see
absolutely.
all these conversations and go, but all he knows is he's loyal, he's bringing them information, and he's doing exactly what they asked him to do. So for him,
Yeah,
I get where he's at. He's like, why would they target me? I'm doing
yeah,
nothing what they want me to do. So
yeah.
yeah, I want him to wake up too. And I think that Mallory is probably the best friend he's got. Because, like you said earlier today, I think I saw you today talking about Barrett. I love Barrett. I think they're
Love
cool.
him.
But
Like,
Barrett, come on, dude, grow a spine and tell Drew what's going on.
yeah, give him a
And
heads up, just a
what's
little
your
anything like.
next?
I felt like Barrett, he fought more for other people than
Sure,
someone that's in the jugglers with him. It's like, you got a final two with this guy, man. Come on, you got to grow
sure,
some.
sure.
Uh, what do you think
Breathe.
Drew's best move was, though, leading up to this situation in the game?
What do I think his best move was?
Was, yes, like leading up to it before all this happened.
Well, I think that he did exactly what he wanted to do, which is why it's heartbreaking. He told me if there is a he goes, this is the 1,000th episode, uh, uh,
Yeah, season.
Mark, right? Season.
Yeah.
Mark, yeah, right. The
Right.
season with the 1,000th episode, right. So he knew, he goes, I know they're going to bring in an icon or two to play. So
Mm.
he went, I'm going to align with the icons. They know the game better than anybody. He's really good he's, like you said, he's charismatic. He
Yeah.
works in a dental office with elderly people and he's good at connecting with older people.
Hmm.
He's very social and in every demographic. So he
Yeah.
did exactly what he wanted to do. They asked him to join. You could see how ecstatic he was. That was genuine.
Yeah.
He aligned himself well. He worked for them for the other side. He's trying to lay below the radar. What he's not realizing is like what you've all said, what everybody's saying. He just doesn't see that all of a sudden he's become this target for no
Yeah.
reason and he doesn't see it. So I don't think he could have done anything better other than listen to Mallory at this point,
Yeah.
realize, dude, you got to get yourself off the block and you got to turn on these guys.
Gotta turn on these guys. It's so funny because with shows like this, right? And I said this about Jason. I said one or two things are gonna happen with Jason. Either he's gonna be a little bit too loud to where people want him out, or he's gonna be so connected that people see him as dangerous. And I think
Sure.
that's kind of what happened with Drew. I think that specifically Angela, she said, wait, this kid is so good that he's dangerous. Now, she didn't look at it from that angle. She just was being paranoid.
Sure.
But in
She's
the
not wrong.
long run of things, it's like, he's probably the best player in this game.
Well,
In my
thank you.
opinion.
Yeah, I appreciate the video you made, one of the most. You asked me a question. The most surprising. What's the most surprising? To be honest with you, and his friend who's running his social media, JT,
Okay.
he said he was on Sharon Tharp the other day, and he said the most surprising thing isn't what he's done in the game, but the reaction he's getting from the court of public opinion and the Big Brother
Yeah.
secret. Because he went in there and he was exactly, he doesn't know this yet, but we all saw he's exactly who they thought he was going to be originally. He's the
Yeah.
frat kid, he's too loud, he's going to get X'd out. Then they completely flipped in less than a week and everybody loved him. And I
Yeah.
think he'll be really pleased at how well he's been received. Um,
Absolutely.
so that's been surprising.
Mm.
I'm not sure what the rest of the question was there. Go ahead. I'll let
No,
you.
no, no, no. It's good. It's good. And, who do you? So as we know, you got Barrett. You have the crossovers. You have Mallory. You have Melly. Who do you think his biggest ally is?
Honestly, I think if he wakes up and magic, not magically, I mean, it's a 1 in 3 chance he could win that blockbuster.
Absolutely.
If he
Absolutely.
does that, and I'm hoping he does, because he's
Yeah, me
got,
too.
I want a little more game. I want him to get at least a little more game in because he's got
Me
some
too.
stuff to do,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's not afraid to shake it up.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
To be honest with you, and like to answer your question, Mallory, I think Mallory's a really strong player. She's
Mallory's
been
great.
very upfront about who she is. She's been in trouble. She's got herself off,
Yeah,
and he needs to align with her and everyone
yeah,
else they can rally and just
yeah.
go, look, this is what's going on, and let's take some shots
Let's
yesterday,
do it. We have
right?
nothing to lose at this point, right? It's
Nothing,
like
no,
they've been in charge for the past 3 weeks. We have to align together and we have to turn them against each other, right?
100%.
The same because they're doing it to us. They're using our information. They're telling, and it's like you guys got to wake up a little bit with that. But
Sure.
uh, who do you? Well, you already kind of answered that with Mallory.
Uh-huh.
I would say moving forward, right? If he was to win HOH, if he survived, well, let's talk this into existence. He's gonna win this blockbuster, right? So after he wins the blockbuster, and we
Sure.
got next week, and he wins the HOH,
Sure.
who do you think would be best for his game to put up?
Well, I'm pretty sure I know what he's going to do. I just
Okay.
don't know if it'd be best for his game.
Okay.
I think he still thinks somewhere in the back of his mind. And I watched a conversation briefly earlier today with Devins and Dee, and I forget who the third person was. It might have been Haley, and they were talking. I think, but maybe not. They were, but they were talking about how if Drew wins the blockbuster, we're going to pretend like, oh,
Nothing
hooray, you
happened.
got off, you were the pawn, but good
Yeah.
for you, and you're with us, and they're going to try to lay low. Which,
Yeah.
hey, could blame them. I would do the same.
Yeah.
Uh, but if he, I think what he'll probably do is try to put up the red corner because I think he sees that the
Oh
red
yeah.
corner is hierarchy over him and Barrett. So if he gets rid of them and they start going, oh, these guys are more valuable, let's make them
Oh
the
yeah.
hierarchy. That might be the move. But really, honestly, he needs to do what we just talked about. He needs to screw both of those sides and put them all up if he can, and start shaking things up because
Yeah.
those guys are going to go all the way. And
Yeah.
another thing I want to say, and it's probably been said 100 times, there's I would say being a Big Brother super fan,
Yeah.
and the first HOH is arguably the most important one
Oh yeah.
because that's where everybody's new, everybody's meeting everybody, and you're meeting everybody. They're all coming to you, and they all want to be your buddy. So
Yeah.
that's their strongest moment to be in power, and the least amount of blood because everybody's new.
Yeah. It's like it's
So
random.
yeah, it's random. So anyway, that's my theory. And when they gave that to the icons that already have experience
Yeah.
and savvy. I mean, Dee's won Survivor. They've
Yeah.
both played it twice. They got
She's
so much
so
experience.
dangerous.
He's 22 years old. He's watched the game, but this is the first time he's in it.
Oh
And
yeah.
now they got all the power because they got all the fans supporting him.
Yeah.
All the newbies came in with a deck stacked against him, and
Crazy.
it's not making a very entertaining
At
season.
all.
So
At all. At all.
so
I definitely
anyway,
agree.
I just wanted to say it. I'm just
No, no,
complaining.
yeah, yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with you 1,000,000%, right? And when I did my predictions before the season started, and I found out, I think a day or two that D was one of the people, I immediately picked her as my winner because I said these guys don't stand a chance against somebody like that, right? She
I
has
agree.
so much experience with the challenge, with Survivor. She's, like you said, she's one Survivor.
Sure.
People are going to be fanned out when they meet these people and
Sure.
say, oh my God, I would love to work with you.
Sure. Of
And
course.
I think that they did a great job of using the red corner to do all the dirty work
Sure.
and lay low in the back.
Agreed.
Um, I want to throw some names out, and I
Uh-huh.
want you to kind of just tell me what's the first thing that pops out when you think of these people, okay?
Okay.
All right, Barrett.
A lovely guy, sweetheart, playing way too floaty right now, and I wish he just at least warned Drew better because I think he knows a lot better than he's telling Drew directly.
Oh
I
yeah.
wish that. Sorry, that wasn't a very short
No,
answer,
no,
but
no, no. That's great.
yeah.
That's exactly where I wanted to be.
Okay.
Um, Mallory. We talking about Mallory.
I'm rooting for Mallory just because she's such an underdog and she's been so stacked against, and she's done such a great job keeping herself safe. And I think she's a sweetheart and a big fan, and I'd like to see her go far regardless of what happens with Drew.
Yeah. Devins.
Devins, I really liked. I really loved how he kind of got all the humor. I like how he blew up the game. I like how he took my son in. I kind of felt like he was almost a fatherly like figure in the
Yeah,
beginning.
I
I'm
know what
really
you mean.
disappointed with the way he's gotten sucked into Dee and Angela's paranoia. But to be honest with you, it's Big Brother and he's just playing the game. I don't
Yeah.
have anything bad to say. I just wish he I wish
Yeah,
he'd take Drew in. I think Drew would be a good asset for him.
absolutely. Rome.
I stereotype Rome just the way my son would get stereotyped originally.
Mhm.
Rome actually reached out to JT, who's my son's Instagram representative, sent a
Yeah,
really nice text to him and
yeah,
wants to connect with Drew.
that's great.
And I think he's a sweet guy. I think he got a short end of the stick for sure.
Yeah,
Not a bad guy at all. I think he made a mistake, and so did Lyric going into a big giant showman, putting a huge
yeah.
target on their backs immediately. But hey, man, it's
Yeah,
Big Brother,
I
whatever.
agree. Rome reached out to me as well, and we spoke numerous times behind the scenes. Great guy, great guy, and
Yeah,
he's seen the good and the bad that I've said about him. Nothing, below the belt or anything like that, but just
sure,
gameplay. And
sure.
he said I agree with you 100%. Like he's a great
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Melody,
Melody's funny, Drew and Melody have a special little relationship.
yeah,
I think they're both really big fans of the game, and I
mhm,
think they both really want to play the game. I think they're bored as heck when they're sitting around all day, and I think that they've connected in a really sweet way. I think people are making it into this big showmance, but I think they're both too smart to fall into that. But
yeah,
I think that they're honestly good friends. I think she might be a little bit hurt that he's been playing the game a little bit, but I don't think he's been doing it in a malicious way. I think
yeah.
he honestly, from what I can see from my son, he really likes her. And I think she'd probably become a big, longtime friend of hers after the game. I hope that she's not too hurt by the way that he's kind of kept things from her. But all in all, I see a true friendship there and two really nice people.
Yeah, I agree. I seen one of the live feeds. Melody said, "If Drew's playing me, she said, I get it. It's a game." She said, "Will I
Sure,
be hurt? Yeah, I'll be a little bit hurt." She said,
sure,
"But I understand that it's a game." And
sure,
I agree. I don't think that it's like this budding. Listen, I love their relationship. I actually think that there is chemistry there. There's
sure.
nothing wrong with the little flirt. They're young.
No,
They're in a house together.
no.
Nothing wrong with a little flirt. But like you said, I agree. I think they're too smart to know like we could never go to that place because it's bad for our games.
My
Fun
my
fun fact
kid,
about
sorry,
you.
I'm just going to comment real quick one more on that one more time, if you don't mind. Yeah, my son is just he's a nice kid, and he's not gonna he loves his mother, and he's not going to make out on national television. Sorry,
Got you.
he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
that kind of kid. He's just not
yeah,
going to do it. And I think and they're both. I think to Melody's credit, I think they're both too smart to risk their game over something like that. If something
yeah.
happened later, sure, maybe,
Right.
but right now, nah, not
Yeah, we're
now.
here for the game. We're here for the game. And
Yeah,
I didn't I love Melody as well as far as like she's very blunt. She has a lot of she's
yeah.
very fiery.
Uh-huh.
And I love that about her. I wasn't too sure at first about her when I seen her turn on she didn't turn on her, but she said that Mallory was a sinking ship and she
Yeah,
didn't on week one. But I
yeah,
think as the game progressed, she realized like, these are my people and like I want
yeah.
to stick with them.
We're all on a sinking ship, is what she
Right.
realized. Yeah, right.
Right, in real life.
Sure, for sure.
Fun fact about you though, Buzz. I seen yesterday that one of my favorite players, Evil Dick, said that he's knows you. He knows you.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'll drop a few names real quick. I'm a professional guitar player, as you mentioned.
Mhm.
I work with Lee Rocker, who's the bass player of the Stray Cats. And I'm
What?
also in a project right now with Trey Cool, who's the drummer from Green Day. Now, that all sounds like I'm in the money and everything. I am a freelance guitar player, and we are a very middle class family. And
Mm,
anyway, so Evil Dick. So
yeah,
Evil Dick, of course, we're fans of Evil Dick for being the nutcase, crazy person he was
absolutely. I love him.
with his daughter Danielle. I
Right.
especially like his fashion
Or
sense.
Eric.
Exactly. So I met Dick before he was on the show when I was a young man with my band in LA, and he was a club manager, which is exactly what they said he was. And when I
Mhm.
saw him on Big Brother, I went, I know that guy. I didn't know
Wow.
him, but I went to his back office after a gig. And he paid us for the gig, and we chatted for a bit. Now, just recently, I was on tour with the Stray Cats,
Mhm.
assisting. They're out on tour right now.
Okay.
And I talked to Slim Jim, who's the drummer. And I said, hey, I don't know if you knew, but my son's on Big Brother. And he said, I knew a guy who won Big Brother, Evil Dick. And we both had a funny conversation. 2 days later, I get a message from him through my website. And I couldn't believe he put two and two together. I really didn't think he'd connect that Drew was my son. I haven't really said much about it other than
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, he sent me a lovely message. He got a
That's
kick out of Drew
cool.
wearing outfits that kind of look like his and shirts that look like his, which are my shirts, by the way. He's wearing my shirt. Um, yeah, so Dick is cool, man. He sent me a real nice text. He's like, "I'm
That's
rooting for your
cool.
boy. I know he's in trouble, but
Yeah.
I got a real kick out of that, and I know Drew will when he gets out."
Yeah, I know Drew has a bright future ahead of him. He's young, he's charismatic, and like you said, I think the fans, we all love him. My wife loves him.
Thank
I'm a
you.
fan, so he's doing great. He's doing amazing.
Uh-huh.
What has the experience been like for you and your family since he's been on the show, and from friends and other family members?
Well, I'll tell you, we're a tight knit family. We're very close. My wife's from Mexico City. She
Yeah,
moved here when we got married, and we're very, very close family. And take a little credit for Drew and his sort of charismatic friendliness because we're pretty genuine people.
yeah,
It's been the opposite of what I thought. I thought I'd sit on the couch, watch my son get such a kick and a charge out of it, and really enjoy it. It's made me crazy.
I, I
I am losing my mind. I've lost sleep. Ben, I'm losing sleep. I'm waking up in the middle of the night going, I hope he doesn't have the coin of destiny and doesn't use it. I don't want to see him go out that way. Like, it's been amazingly stressful. But
yeah,
all that being said, making it on the show was already the win.
yeah.
Making it through the first week, win. So, like, the fact that it's week 4 here, he's not going home. We're knocking on wood, but he
I go
could.
home.
He's not going home. Even if he does, or if he does shortly, I just want to see him continue to play the game a little bit. Even if he
Yeah,
doesn't, I think he's had a great impression on people. We all feel that way. My wife's a little more emotional than I am. She's a little bit more
yeah,
Latina than I am. She's
yeah.
upset. She's mad at these icons.
Oh yeah.
She can barely watch. And I'm like, hey, we gotta watch. It's our son. He's on the show. This is our favorite
I
show. We
know.
gotta watch. But yeah, it's been a little heartbreaking, but it's also been a blessing.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. Last question. With Drew finally, when the end of the show is over with, and it's months from now, what do you think is the first thing that he's gonna want to do when he gets back home?
God, that's a great question. I haven't really thought of that. Uh, I think he's going to come home and he's just going to be in such shock from the outpouring of positivity that he really didn't expect. When I talked to JT, his buddy, his Instagram guy, JT said he's just not going to believe. They absolutely thought he was going to look like a villain. He was going to look like
Wow.
the smart ass kid,
Yeah.
that likes too mouthy, which he is to an extent. But
He's
I think
good
the
though.
fans can see that it's fun. The thing that's great about what I really love about Big Brother
Yeah.
is that I think when you're on camera 24 hours a day,
Mhm.
you see the real people.
No editing.
There's no editing, and
Yeah.
Drew is a nice dude, and people can see that. I don't want to throw too many people on their bus, but I'm not going to say any names. Haley,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you can pretend to be nice, but
Oh
people
yeah.
are in, you know,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
Angela is like, but at the end of the day, man, we all know it's Big Brother. They're all
Mhm.
playing a game, and I don't think anybody's truly malicious. And I think it's amazing. He's going to just be overwhelmed with the gravity of that. He's in the Big Brother alumni now. Of,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I heard from Sharon Tharp the other day that she knows Dr. Will. My
Yeah.
son wants to be a dentist because he
Yeah.
wants to be Dr. Drew. And I swear to you,
Absolutely.
part of that might be because of Dr. Will.
That's
You know,
great.
so she's like,
That's
I'm
cool.
connecting him when he comes out. I think he's going to just love that some of these people that he's such a super fan of
Oh
are going
yeah.
to want to talk to him, maybe meet him. He's part of the alumni now.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
lot of positive things coming out of this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, it ain't over yet, man. I'm
At
crossing
all.
my fingers. Anything can happen in Big Brother. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, Buzz, I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me to talk Big Brother. Listen, we can do this again. Talk about, when the future comes, when he wins that HOH, we can definitely talk about that as well. And just thank you for everything. You're a great dad, you raised a great son, and you should be very proud of him.
Hey, thank you, Ben. I love your show, man. I reached out to you originally when I saw you talking nice about him. Happy to talk to you. Good luck with everything, and reach out anytime. I'm sure Drew will want to talk to you when he's back, but hopefully
Absolutely.
not till October.
Absolutely, absolutely. You take care. Listen, everybody, make sure that you follow, like, subscribe. It's been Swayze, Pack It Up Podcast. We're out of here. Take care. Later.